Always wanted the very best in grills. You're looking at it, but it's not just a grill. This is a grill, it's a smoker, it's also a slow cooker, and it uses a really unique fuel system, and it's all electric. Let's check in with Greg Shockley, who is our special guest today. Nice to have you here.
Hey, David, how you doing,
I know
my friend?
you've got somebody you want to wish a very happy Mother's Day to.
Oh, yes. To my lovely mother, I love you. Happy Mother's Day. And to my aunts, happy Mother's Day as well.
And to your wife, the mother of your son.
And to my wife as well, yes.
There you go. I just was trying to keep you out of
remiss
trouble.
to say that.
Keep
That's
you
right.
out of trouble. All right. Hey, let's talk about the Traeger because, Greg, it's these wood pellets.
It is.
That are not only the fuel, but also the flavor that we're infusing in all the things that we're making on the Traeger.
It is, and it's really all about the wood. You know, that's what gives the Traeger that very unique flavor that we love, and that's what I really do love about it. But you know, aside from that, I love the fact that the Traeger is easy. I literally turn the Traeger on, I set the digital thermostat to the temperature that I want, I load my food in, I close the lid, and I walk away. I don't have to worry about my food burning or no flare-ups or anything like that. So, and no babysitting. So by no flare-ups, I mean no babysitting. You can walk away and do anything else that you want. So, you know, and as far as, you know, you get great results. So whether you want to barbecue, whether you want to grill your steaks, your hot dogs, your, you know, your chicken, you can do that. Or if you want to slow smoke your ribs all day long, you can do that. The Traeger does all that and everything in between. So you want to talk about how it works then, David?
Let's do that.
Okay. As you pointed out, we've got our great wood pellets here. In this case, you're going to get either the hickory or the mesquite. Nice compressed wood. And as you pointed out too, that is the fuel and the flavor. Now, to get it to work, you're going to plug it into any normal household outlet.
That's all you need for power.
That's all you need for power. And what that does, that runs the auger, which feeds those pellets into the fire pot. It runs your digital thermostat here, and it also runs the convection fan. So that's all you need to do.
So you're just going to fill this hopper with pellets.
That's it. You're going to fill the hopper.
You're going to set your temperature on the front of the grill.
You are.
The grill knows exactly how much fuel it needs to maintain that temperature.
It does.
You put your food in, close the lid, and walk away.
You do. So the wood pellets go in here. Now, to turn it on, all you simply do, you hit the on button, you set it to the smoke setting. So after about 5 minutes, the smoke's gonna sort of dissipate a little bit and you're ready to roll. So whether we're gonna do a slow smoke of our ribs for about 8 hours, we're gonna set it on maybe that 180 setting right there. Then, let's say we wanna do our pork shoulders. That's slow and low method, but maybe a little bit higher temperature, about 275, because that's gonna be about 5 or 6 hours. We can do that as well. Or, if we're ready to grill on a Saturday afternoon and get our steaks, get our hot dogs, get our chicken on, we're gonna turn it all the way up to the 450 setting, close the grill, get it nice and hot, put our food on there, and we're ready to roll. Remember, that convection fan is gonna allow everything to cook nice and evenly, so you're not gonna have to worry about, you know, whether it's gonna burn, first off, but you do get that even cook, top to bottom, side to side, you're ready to roll. You don't even have to flip your steaks. Isn't that amazing? You
It's
can
awesome.
if you want it, but otherwise, you're gonna get perfectly even, perfectly cooked food.
Now, this warming shelf up above comes with the Traeger, and that's unique to our offer, is that right?
That's a bonus. And then also this front one, which is great, because you can put your food, your turnout food, you can load up your grill, put your sheet pan on here. That's included as well.
So we're giving you both of those. In addition to that, we're giving you a hefty, durable cover for this.
Right.
We're also giving you a cookbook loaded with great smoking and grilling recipes. And you're going to get one 20-pound bag of the mesquite pellets.
And the hickory.
And you'll get one 20-pound bag of the hickory smoke pellets. So you're getting 40 pounds of fuel right off the bat. Let me tell you also that we've got a great value story on this as we get ready to show you food, because the value story here is huge. If you were to go to retail to try to duplicate this identical offer, you would pay $806 for the grill cover, the external front shelf, and the two 20-pound bags of wood pellets. We've got it all today for $659. Now I realize that's still an investment price, so how about we put it on Easy Pay for you? Not 4, not 5, but our maximum 6 pay. And then shipping and handling, don't gloss over this, you guys. Take a look at shipping and handling. If you were paying shipping, it'd be an extra $82.72. We're giving you shipping and handling for free. So you're saving $82.72, boom, right off the top. This is an amazing grill, you guys. My brother just texted me yesterday and said, one of his buddies called and said, can you ask David about that grill, that Traeger, because is it worth all the money that they're talking about? And I wrote him back, I said, absolutely, and here's why. Let's take a look at the food. Because the food, Greg, is amazing and it tells the story.
It does tell the story, and that's really is what it's all about. It's about getting that great smoke-infused flavor, but without the babysitting and the, you know, the ease of being able to do it without any chemicals or any charcoal. So look, first thing you're gonna notice, it's huge.
And can you hear that?
That's the convection fan.
You hear the fan? It's taking the smoke and also the heat and circulating it around the food, so it's cooking faster and more evenly.
More evenly, and that's important because a lot of times you're cooking your steaks and you're having it's going to cook really hard on that side, and if you flip it, it's going to cook hard on this side, and it's hard to really get a great cooked steak. Now you can. You'll see when I cut into that. So we got 4 strip steaks, all this chicken, bunch of burgers, salmon, grilled corn, vegetables, and about 12.5 hot dogs. So it's going to feed an army. You're going to be able to fit a ton of food on there. So let's pull these off because I know you love to cut into those.
Oh, I love
great
steak.
burgers. Maybe we'll cut into a great piece of chicken too. So let's go ahead, go over and see the results because that's really what it's all about.
I'll close this lid back up because I want all that great heat and smoke to stay inside because remember, that smoke is being generated from those wood pellets.
That's right. You know, we set our digital thermostat on the high setting, so that gets us up to about 450 degrees on the grill. And just look at this. This is the result that we talk about. These are the professional results, that restaurant quality that you talk about. Beautifully juicy. It doesn't dry the food out like you do on a typical grill.
I'm gonna move this plate. Hang on, guys. There we go.
There we go. Now we can get a good look at that. That's the flavor. So you've got a great strip steak, perfectly seasoned. But
oh my. Look. Look how juicy that is.
Give that a try.
Don't think for a moment that this is dried out because it's not. And here's a big old bite of this. This just looks incredible.
Now this is the hickory one. Remember, you're gonna get hickory and mesquite, adding all that great flavor, melt in your mouth.
Better than any steakhouse I've ever been in.
It is, because that's real wood that we're cooking over. Even some of the steakhouses, David, they're trying to get that smoky flavor, but they're not using real wood like we are. This is real wood that you're cooking over. And then no more of that dried chicken. Look at this. You're gonna cut into this.
We'll get a nice close-up of this too so you can see.
Chicken for once, juicy
you guys,
chicken.
Check this out. Look how juicy that chicken is. That's not dried out, it's not crumbly. You're not gonna be like, where's the water? This is K41583, evenly cooked, beautifully smoked. This is an amazing grill. Look at this burger. And this is fork tender. You don't need that knife.
No, don't need that knife.
Look at that.
Best tasting burger you're ever gonna have. You love that smoky flavor that you get in there. Remember, these have been grilling for probably about 10 or 15 minutes. They're gonna cook about the same cook time that you would on your normal grill because
I should have another piece to be sure.
I think you should. Okay.
Wow, that's good.
All right, so a lot of people are going to get the Traeger because it's going to replace maybe their normal grill, their propane grill or their natural gas or their charcoal grill because they don't want to have to deal with that anymore. And by the way, those don't add any flavor. The Traeger's all about adding that flavor. So not only can you grill, we're going to do our smoking here.
Look
These
here,
have been smoking
check this out.
For about 8 hours now. Okay, we've got ribs. We've got the best homemade beef jerky you've ever had in your life. And we've got this pork shoulder. When I pull this pork shoulder out, and you're gonna see the results that you get with this. I don't care if you are a terrible cook, a really good cook, or whatever you are, you're gonna
somewhere in between.
Or somewhere in between. You're gonna find that you're getting that restaurant quality, that southern difference that you get that slow and low method right there. So let's pull those two off. And notice, we've got full chickens, more corn, 3 huge racks of ribs.
And some beef jerky.
And some great beef jerky. So let's pull this off. These are the results that people find so hard to get any other method other than using this smoker. Look at this.
And Craig, Greg, you had a camera cable at your feet, so just be cautious.
I will. Okay. If I fall down, you catch me.
I'm right here for you.
Okay.
All right.
Look at that.
I'm worried about Latif too. I don't want him to fall over either, our camera operator.
You're getting that pull apart. You know you've done it right. Literally, you've done it right if this is pulling apart. That's when you know it's done. But it's infused with that great. We did mesquite now with this one, David. This is that great flavor of the mesquite.
Oh my gosh, it smells amazing, Greg.
It is absolutely amazing. It will rival your best pit master that you get down south. Now, let's try these ribs. Same idea with the ribs. Remember, you have to kind of cook these for a long time typically, and it's difficult to do, but no longer with the Traeger. It's one of the easiest things. You set it under the smoke setting, you put your ribs on there, season them up, you walk away, you go do something else. You come back 6 or 7 hours and you have these
they are
perfectly
fall off the bone tender.
That's when you know you've done it right as well. You get a clean bone like that, that is perfection.
I need to let you know that this value story is tremendous, and let's have you walk this way, Greg.
Okay.
Just so we get over the camera.
I got it.
Perfect. Now, if you were to go to retail to try to build this identical offer that we put together for you on QVC today, get ready to pay a whole lot more money for it. In fact, $806 is what you're going to pay for this. We've got it today at $659, but we're not going to stop there. We're going to put this on easy pay, not 4, not 5, 6 easy payments. That's our maximum. And then your shipping and handling is absolutely free, and that is a savings by itself of over $82. Is that right? $82? Yes. $82.72 is what you save with the shipping and handling. We do not have a lot of these to go around. This is one of those items that when we bring in, we're only able to bring in a few hundred of them. So it's important to know if you want this grill, now's the time to be on the line for it. Don't miss it. Get that free shipping and the easy pay, because all summer long, Everyone that enjoys the food off this grill is going to be thankful that you invested in something that's going to last you for years to come.
That's right. Now, real quick, let me walk you through just how simple this really is.
Please.
Now, this is actually our slow cook method right here.
Okay.
So we loaded our hopper up with the mesquite.
With the wood pellets,
with the wood pellets. We turned it up to our 225 setting. So it's going to monitor in between 225, 250 right here. We loaded it up with food. We closed the lid. We walked away for 6 hours. Now, watch this. We've got our prime rib in here, our brisket, our chicken, our mac and cheese, which I'm going to pull out because I know you're going to want to try that.
You can bake in this. You can do a smoky baked mac and cheese. That's what's so crazy about this machine. It is so versatile. It is so wonderful. It is customer top rated. In fact, 95% of the people that have reviewed this, Greg, have given it a straight 5-star rating. This is an amazing machine. It's an amazing grill, smoker, slow cooker. It's a misnomer to call it just a grill because it does so much more.
That's exactly right. But you know what? This is what it does. Take a look. Brisket is typically really, really hard. A lot of people mess this up and it turns out to be dry. Now we're gonna cut into this. You will see juices flowing out of this because it has been cooked slow, it has been cooked low, it has been cooked over real wood, no flare-ups to worry about. 6 hours, you open up the lid and you have this result. This is one of my favorite things. Now, David, I know you like to always point this out, that we always cook this with the fat cap on here. The fat up top here is going to help keep this juicy, and actually during those 6 hours, it's kind of basting itself. And that's
what it's doing is it's just infusing the meat down below with all that flavor. Now, obviously, you'll pull the fat off of it before you eat it.
Yeah.
But what you're left with is all that great flavor.
Right.
Now, here is prime rib.
Here's your holiday prime rib.
In a smoker. But you know what? Don't wait for a holiday. Have it on a Saturday.
Yeah.
Have it next Saturday. All right? That's not a holiday, but it can be at your house when you serve this kind of prime rib. Check it out.
Perfect results. So easy. We put this in the Traeger, we set the digital thermostat, we walked away, and this is what you end up with. Can you imagine? It really is that simple. Most people, worry about cooking a prime rib. Don't even try to cook a prime rib because it's not up to their skill level. If you can turn the Traeger on, you can set the thermostat, and you check the internal temperature once in a while. That's it. It is truly that simple, that easy, and you're getting infused with that 100% flavor of the mesquite in this case, or the hickory.
We're going to give you a big old close-up of this mac and cheese.
There you go. Get into that.
I'm going right in the middle for the big, big, yummy, creamy, delicious. Oh my word! Let me get another big scoop.
Take your favorite mac and cheese recipe, put it into a crock like this or a pot or whatever you want to do. You put it on there, and the crust is amazing.
How you doing? Look at that. If that doesn't make you hungry, your eyes must be closed. I mean, that is a beautiful shot, you guys. And this is going to be a beautiful mac and cheese. It's hot like lava. All right. Here we go. Happy dance, happy dance. Woo!
Love that.
Wow, that's warm. Where's my water? All right, it's over here. Okay.
And David, remember, we talked about easy. We talked about the flavor. You set the thermostat, turn the Traeger on, set the thermostat, you put your food in, you walk away. Same thing with this. So it does everything from your grill to your slow cook to your smoking. And also, I know we're going to take a look at this real quick, but you can also bake in this. Anything that you want, you can bake in your oven. You can actually bake and infuse that amazing flavor of smoke into, so whether it's your southern cornbread to put next to your ribs and your baked beans, you want to cook Sunday morning breakfast, or hey, it's Mother's Day and happy Mother's Day to all the moms out there that want an amazing bacon and egg breakfast, or it's pizza night. Instead of going out to that wood-fired pizza place, go ahead, and even this is a store-bought pizza, have wood flame fire pizza anytime that you want in your backyard.
Let's remind you of our value story today because we have really put together something very, very special. We're going to give you the Lone Star Grill with those extra warming racks, which are not included when you buy them at retail.
That's right.
The grill cover, the external front shelf, 2 20-pound bags of wood pellets. One bag is going to be mesquite flavored. The other is hickory smoke flavored. You're getting all of that at retail for $806. Today we've got it, and we don't have a lot of these to go around, at $659. But wait, we're going to make that a lot easier for you to afford. We'll put it not on 4 or 5, but we'll put it on our maximum 6 easy payment plan. And one payment of that easy pay plan, one payment of $109.83, gets this home now.
How do you like that?
Then you've got 5 more months to finish paying it off, but here's the best part. Shipping and handling on this is free, and if you're saying, okay, big deal, how much is the shipping for that? I can tell you exactly.
A lot.
$82.72. If someone offered you $82 in cash today, would you take it? I think most of us would take it and walk briskly in the opposite direction before they change their mind. Come on, you're saving over $82 on the free shipping, and you've got the king of all grills, smokers, slow cookers, all in your backyard, and it all happens with electricity. You never have to go out and buy charcoal You never have to go out and buy propane. All you need are the wood pellets and electricity, and you're in business. And it comes with 40 pounds of wood pellets to get you started. How about that?
That will keep Dad busy for a long time. And by the way, today is Mother's Day, so happy Mother's Day. But Father's Day is right around the corner. And if you're looking for the perfect gift for Dad, this is absolutely 100% the most perfect gift for Dad. He will love this. He will not have to babysit his grill or his smoker like he usually does. The Traeger will do all the work for you.
Oh, I have to check in with Mary now, which is convenient because I'm eating mac and cheese. Mary, this mac and cheese is amazing.
Well, hey, friends, and while David just snags one more quick bite of mac and cheese, he's moving back inside, which I know is going to be heavy. It's kind of